Okay, we're back with part two. It's a bubblegum machine my daughter got me for a Christmas gift. I don't know if I mentioned that. Next to that, I have a magazine rack that houses a lot of different ideas. Kiwi Lane, I love using their products. And I used to be a demonstrator for Stampin' Up! And before that, I was a demonstrator for, I can't even think of the name of the company. I'm going to have to look at one of their brochures down here. And Close to My Heart is what it was. Yeah. And then, so I have old magazines and idea books and everything to show that some ideas. You know, sometimes you just get a brain fart and you just don't know what you want to create or how you want to create it. I want to open this drawer so you can get an idea of how well this drawer is put together. What I like about it is that I can store my 12 by 12 pattern paper over here, and they're labeled, which is so nice, so I know what I'm using. Because when I was ordering paper from Stampin' Up, I would know what the name of it is at the time I order it, but once I take the wrapper off, I would forget what it was called. So what I had to do was make folders and label them. And then on the other side is your regular 8.5 by 11 storage. Different paperwork and stuff in there. Okay, so that's kind of cool. All right, now we're going to talk about my paint area. All of my inks, my redaubers, my aqua pen, Spectrum Noir collection, all of that is over on this table. Also, what I have here is my Canon Pixma printer. Love it, love it, love it. It is fabulous. And then up above, we have my Creative Memories wall units, or shelves, or what do you want to call them. When I first started getting into scrapbooking, I started collecting items. I didn't know where I was going to put them until after I got them. And so I stored them in my dining room because my son was still living. Our son was living with us, and he wasn't giving up this room. And finally, when he finally moved out, I immediately came in and started tearing down everything and started painting and putting things together. And I tell you, it was funny because he was gone for less than a week. And when he came back, he goes, I cannot believe that you just couldn't wait till I got out. I said, well, yeah, well, that's the way it goes sometimes. So anyway, we have a visitor that's in the room, and you're going to see him. His name is Socrates. He is our Cocker Spaniel. Yeah, he's a little busy right now, thinking about what he wants to get into next. Next to him is a shoe rack that I picked up at Costco, and it fit perfect for me to house a lot of different things underneath this table that I also got at IKEA. So you'd be surprised. Sometimes you don't never know what you need or what you want till you start walking around in the store. Then you realize, you know what? This store, I could use this for this, or I could use this for that. And I mean, their prices are good and the ideas are great. And so, you know, sometimes you just have to take it from that point of view and just go on in and do your shopping that way. Or if you have a plan that you have certain things you want to get, write them down. All right, over on this side of the room, what I have is my die cutting area. Right here, I have a Gemini. Yep, pretty cool. Love it, love it, love it. And then next to that, I have my Cricut Explorer Air 2. Pretty cool. Love it. And then I have all of my dies and die cuts and stamps and containers with my embossing folders. I don't know if the lighting, there we go. You probably can see it better with that lighting there. Then I have my ribbons, bird cage, and trims and all of that. And then coming around the room, I have a Total Tiffany organizer, and I had a couple of girlfriends that tell me, you should get one and you'll love it, you'll love it. Well, I'm still trying to work with it and trying to get things organized. I haven't really decided how I want to organize my embellishments in there. But you know, just like anything else, it takes time. It does take time. Then next to that, I have all of my papers, my 12 by 12s. I have my paper pads. Yeah. And then I have my 8.5 by 11. And then I have my other containers that below the papers that have flowers and different items, and it's fun. It is a lot of fun to be in this room, especially when you know where everything is, or even if you forget where everything is. If you label it, you won't have any problem in finding it. Then this piece over here I want to share with you is a cabinet that I picked up over at Home Goods. And what I did is I bought 2 of them. Let's see if I can show you that. It's wonderful. What I like about it is it has a drawer for you to store items in. And then the shutter doors open. And I have more supplies down there. Butterflies and flowers and other items that are stored down below. Okay. When I went in to get this cabinet, I was looking for something so that I could raise the level of my workstation. And when I realized that the only way I'd be able to do that is to either buy a countertop desk or try to create one. So I had to get 2 of the cabinets. Here's cabinet number 2. And I decided that after looking at the idea of what I wanted online on one of the stores that I shop at also is Wayfair. The one that the desk I wanted, it was over $1,000, and I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really want it. And then when I started thinking, you know what, let me sleep on it. And when I started sleeping on it, that's when I realized, you know what, let's see what happens if I can create my own, because you see a lot of that on YouTube. So I created my own, and this is my workstation. I love it, love it, love it. And this is the way I have it set up, so it's comfortable for me. Then my hubby for Mother's Day got me this beautiful swivel stool. Because of the fact that I already had a counter height chair from my dining room that I had back here, I wasn't too concerned about being in a hurry of getting a chair back here. But then the chair that I had back here didn't swivel, so it was hard for me to get in and out with my bad back. I had to keep scooting my chair in to sit, scoot it out to get up. This way, I can just put my chair where I want it to be, and when I want to get up, I just swivel, turn, and stand up. It is really, really nice. It's a beautiful, beautiful chair. Leather, black, beautiful. Gorgeous. And then I also have on this wall over here, I have some items that I've made over the years. And it just kind of reminds me of how far I've come, how much better I've gotten over the years of my creativity and working with items. And then I have a wall unit here that I almost threw away, and something told me I better keep it, so I moved it. It's a DVD case, so I moved it from the living room to my scrap room, and realized that it was perfect for me to store some other items on the shelf. So I have a lot of my Cricut cartridges and just a lot of other little paraphernalia that I store there that I just don't want to get rid of. And on top of it, I have my washi tape holder, and I have some other items up there. And what do you think about my idea for candle holders? I decided that I wanted to keep them and just put buttons in them, so when I need things from them, I could just reach in there and I got different colored buttons at hand, or pearls or whatever. And of course, what would a scrap room be without our music? Yeah, gotta have the music. So folks, I hope that this was something that could probably inspire some of you, to give you an idea of how you can set up your scrap room. It's not a really big scrap room, but it is a nice size. It's 13.5 by 13.5. And I really love coming in here and escaping from whatever else that's going on outside of my room. I'm going to sign off now. This is Tewshay's Scrap Room Tour, May 2017. Make it a good one.